Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I am Martina Lily and today we're just gonna have some good old-fashioned makeup fun. I have a bunch of new products that I'm just in the testing phase of, haven't got full thoughts at all, maybe a couple of them, but most of them, these are some new products that you may or may not have seen on the channel before, and we're just gonna have some fun and hang out. So hopefully that sounds interesting to you guys. If it does, go ahead and do the YouTubey things like subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. All right, friends, you are zoomed in nice and close, 4K, no filters, and everything I use on my face today will be linked in the description box down below. Should you wish to check the products out or shop through them, they are affiliate links, so thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're gonna start with eyes today, and I'm going to use my Hourglass Veil Eye Primer. And in my time, we just hit just over 17,000 subscribers here on the channel, so thank you so much. If you are one of those 17,000, I think, 100 subscribers, you have no idea how much I love and appreciate every single one of you. You bring so much joy to my life, so thank you truly. I say it all the time, I can't believe anyone wants to watch me, so I'm just here for the love of makeup. If you are new here, this is just a judgment-free makeup loving zone. That's how we go about it. I'm going to use the Glaminatrix Barely Basic palette today because this is officially released and it's absolutely stunning and I love it. I do have a full review with 4 looks on the channel already. Let me know if you picked it up, by the way. I know a few of you did, sorry. And I'm gonna mix it. I haven't decided yet, but I might use one of either the SISLEY or the Chanel cream shadows with it as well because I'm testing them. So let's have some fun. I'm gonna start with a What's Up R104 brush and go into leggings right here. Absolutely love the shade Leggings. It's such a pretty transition shade. But yeah, let me know if you picked this up. Have you been playing with it already? What do you think? I absolutely love this palette. I think the color story is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. There's just so much versatility to it. Just love me some Glaminatrix, you know? I didn't realize, but this palette as well, it was supposed to be released when the cream blushes and lipsticks and stuff got released at the start of the year, but it got pushed back. And apparently this is not limited edition. It's like a permanent collection piece, which is amazing because I think this is a really good staple piece for the brand. I did get this in PR, by the way. Not sponsored, but I did get it in PR. And I do have a soft spot for the brand, to be honest. Probably, I wouldn't say biased because the soft spot has purely come from the fact that I just am so in love and impressed with their products. So I think like the soft spots come from there, but they're also Queenslanders like me. So, you know, a little bit of homegrown love there. Next up, I'm going to go into a small amount of, I'm going to mix a little bit of, actually I'm just going to take Shake first, apologies. We're with a REFY 16 first. And I'm going to use that to just deepen the outer corner here. Been doing so many one and done shadows because I'm testing them all for my series. I've already got the one and done eyeshadow stick kind of review up on my channel. Gosh, can't speak today, if you're wondering. So now I'm like in the phase of testing the cream shadows. But today I just really wanted to go back to my eyeshadow roots, you know, and really put some shadow on. And exciting news, I go to Bali soon for a week, just a little flop and drop. I am so pumped. It's I just love Bali. It's honestly, I think it might be my favorite place. Like honestly, the Balinese people are just the most sweetest, kindest people. I just absolutely love them so much. And I just, yeah, the resort we go to is amazing. And I'm just so pumped to relax. It's my one holiday this year. So, and then hopefully next year we can get to Europe, I think, or America. But I think Europe is the way we might be leaning. And then now I'm taking a REFY Mini 15. I'm going to go into a little bit of Kohl here, the kind of deep foresty green. I really like it. So in my review of this palette, by the way, I did a look like 1 look, 2 look, 3 look, 4 look with each of the rows. So today I thought I'd mix the shadows kind of together. Oh, I just can't get enough of this palette. actually take the Chanel liquid shadow. So this is the one in shade Desert Wind. And I have worn this on its own already, and it wore very well and very, very pretty. Come on. There we go. And you can shear this out, so it doesn't, you can build it up and shear it out. Like see, you can shear it out to be very, very soft. I'm gonna apply it directly with the applicator to begin with. You can obviously you can skip this step and put down intensifiers from pad or a glitter glue or a concealer or nothing, it's up to you. Or another cream shadow that you might have. This is a BKA 504 and I'm just gonna softly use this to just blend the liquid shadow edges. Oh, stop it, that is just absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I really like this shade from Chanel. Gosh, that's pretty. Now, if you want to use less product, like if you want it to be a lot more of just a wash of color, either just apply less product, like put a dot on and then use a brush or your finger to blend it out, or even apply it first to the back of your hand and then pick it up with a brush and apply it, and it will be a lot softer of a color, but that's not my vibe today. That's not my journey. And then I'm going to take this Delium Tools 775 and I'm going to top it with I'm actually going to top it with a little bit of FYP here. I think that's what I want to do. Let's just try it. Now this is going to be like a fairy dusty and it's not going to be like too opaque because I don't want it to be. Just want it to add a shift. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Can you see that? Wow. That's what I love about these shadows as well. Like the metallics in here, they're so versatile. You can put them like a fairy dust in or you can really build them up. Magical. I love that so much. Look at that. Wow. Gorgeous. All right, and then that REFY Mini 15, I'll go back into Haul, and you know the deal. We'll marry the little edges here. And obviously you can like build this up to be as deep or as soft as possible. Like the world's your oyster, as we say around here. You do what your personal preference is. Everyone has a way of doing their kind of makeup that makes them feel like them, you know? So you do you. I'm just gonna pick up that first What's Up brush that we used with a little bit of leggings and just also softly kind of buff that a little bit here. Great. Might look a little intense or, you know, full on right now, but it'll come together, don't you worry. Let's move on to our base makeup now. I am testing the new REFY primer. This is the new face primer, Blur and Hydrate from them, and let me tell you, I'm loving it. It's really nice. It has this like little metal applicator too, which is cool, which I think you can use it to like apply and kind of cool your face down. I just kind of still just dot it around, but the metal applicators, let me tell you, they feel beautiful on the skin. They really do a wonderful job. So this is my BO2 synthetic brush from REFY. I've misplaced my REFY BO4 and I need to find it because it's that's their new like synthetic foundation brush and I really like it and I don't know what I've done with it. I'm gonna put my REM blurring under eye primer on today. I did put a little bit of the REFY eye balm on this one already before I did my eyes, so I'm actually just gonna also apply this one. I have both, why not? You obviously don't need both. Look, the REFY is the holy grail for me, as you may know, but I do like this REM one as well. I like both, but the REFY, if you're like, I need one, what's the one? That REFY is like, oh, so good. Green color corrector. Got a bit of redness. I'm not sure how much it will show on camera, but I do have a bit of redness. I went to the gym this morning and I was doing like sled pushes and stuff, so I'm like a bit flushed from it. For color corrector, I'm just going to mix my SISLEY in shade 1 with my Rare Beauty Brightener in shade Light. SISLEY, I mean, you know the deal if you've been around here, but if you're new, the SISLEY is just a bit too deep. So I just add in a little bit of the Rare to lighten it up a little bit. We like to mix a lot of products around here just to make them work as best as possible for us. This is just still that REFY synthetic brush, by the way. For foundation, I actually have the Chanel Sublimage Serum Foundation to test. I got the shade B10 in it. I'm testing it first because you might have seen on my community post, like I'm going to do a full face of Chanel, and I asked you guys like what products you want to see and all that kind of stuff in like the review. I guess it's not just a full face of Chanel, it's more like a brand review. And a lot of you guys want to know a lot about all of their foundations and stuff. And so I wanted to get testers of a few first before I just go and spend like all this money on them, because especially the Sublimage ones, just because I'm not sure, even though I absolutely love the Sublimage concealer, the foundation is a bit different when I read like the product claims and that. I'm not sure if it will be as much my kind of vibe, and they're just super expensive. So I was like, I'll get testers because then I can still at least give you my thoughts, you know? I'm going to blend it out with my REFY 27 foundation brush. This isn't REFY. This is Ray Morris. Apologies. So this is Serum, Serum foundation, so I don't think it'll provide too much coverage. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I don't think it's going to provide a lot of coverage, which is why I didn't want to buy the full size, because if it's not going to add a half decent level of kind of coverage, we'll see though, then I kind of don't need it, because it kind of reminds me straight off the bat, just, I mean, this is my first time trying it, but just straight off the bat, it's reminding me a bit of the Le Beige's foundation from them. I'm not sure I like this. It doesn't seem to like melt into the skin as well. I had popcorn and sugar last night because I went and saw the new Deadpool. I'm just going to take my REFY sponge, blend this out. So my skin is looking a little bit textured. I always find whenever I have sugar, my skin looks a bit more haggard the next day. It's a very, very light coverage foundation. Like, to put it this way, the Sigma Skin Tint has more coverage than this. It just depends, right? Like, you might really want just a very soft layer of kind of coverage. It reminds me of a skin tint, but a very, very light coverage skin tint. Initially, I can already tell this is, I just don't even feel like I've honestly put any foundation on. I really don't. I'm actually just going to take my Dior foundation stick, because I do want a little bit more coverage, and I'm actually just going to pick it up with the sponge, and I'll just dot it around to add a little bit more coverage, because yeah, I can already tell you that doesn't have enough coverage for me. And then I know you guys want to know about the Sublimage cream foundation in the pot. I'll get a tester of that too to try next, and we'll see how that goes. I think that one will probably have more coverage, but that one says it's really creamy and hydrating and dewy, so I'm not quite sure how that'll go for me with my combo skin. Yeah, that's a bit better. I don't have any new concealers, but I have been loving this concoction lately, the House Labs mixed with the Hourglass. So this is House Labs in 11N, and then my Hourglass is in cream. And I just find the House Labs has a beautiful finish and like hydration, but the Hourglass, but it doesn't have enough coverage, whereas the Hourglass adds a beautiful level of coverage, but it is a bit too drying. So mixed together, they're gems, you know? They're perfect mixed together. This is a Sigma F08 brush. It says it's a precision powder brush, but I like it for concealer. So concealer's on, just love them together, and they wear beautifully. You know, I just can't stop using this Dior contour stick. I have the shade Light. It is just phenomenal, truly. I love this product. Dior really did something with this release. I say it every time, you guys are sick of hearing it. I'm just gonna use the same Ray Morris 27. Oh, so gorgeous. For the cream shadow kind of one and done review, I've got the Lisa Eldridge, Pat McGrath Labs, Ellis Fast, Sisley, Chanel, goodness gracious, what else do I have? Danessa Myricks, Giorgio Armani, Violette FR, and RMS. So, is there any that I'm missing that you want to see? Now, I also have pot ones, but I'm not sure yet if I'm going to divide them into a separate one and done. I might do eyeshadow pot, like cream eyeshadow pots, and one and done like powder eyeshadows, like single shadows in the same actually, as I'm saying this. So if there's any like single powder eyeshadows, like for example, I've just got this Sisley like single powder eyeshadow. I've got Dior, I've got Chanel, that kind of a thing. So if there's any of those that you want to see, let me know in the comments. If there's any other like liquid shadows that you want to see, let me know. And then if there's any specific pot ones, yes, I've got a lot of Victoria Beckham ones mainly. Yeah, let me know that as well in the comments and I will pick them up for the review. Now, I am testing, I'm in the middle of it, this ridiculously expensive La Prairie Skin Caviar Powder, Nikki LaRose. She did it. It is so expensive. I'm not going to tell you to go and buy this ever, ever, ever because it is crazy expensive. I have a YouTube money budget, so I was like, why not? I'll spend it on this month. I'm curious. I will say you get like double the amount of product than you do with any other powder. Like you get 50 grams of product and you also get like including this little travel size and that. So it's, you know, it's so expensive because you're getting like so much product really. But yeah, I'm just testing it for the love and fun of makeup, you know. I'm not going to tell you to go buy it because it is crazy expensive. But you know, we are testing. So this is my Ray Morris Kabuki. I tried it for the first time yesterday, this powder, and I ended up wearing it for over 9 hours and it wore pretty nice. But I will have a full review of this powder once I've done like my full wear test with it. But it is beautiful so far. Very blurring. For the rest of the face, I like to just take the powder puff that it came with. The powder puff is amazing, by the way. It is so soft and squishy, and it should be for that price. It should be the best powder puff you've ever tried, but it is really gorgeous. I will say that. In terms of packaging, presentation, purchasing experience, because I went in store and purchased, well, I went into David Jones and purchased it from the La Prairie counter. So in terms of like that experience, in terms of the packaging and like just the absolute luxeness and feeling of the product, and like aside from the product performance itself, I will give La Prairie A++. It is such a heightened, luxurious experience. It's like what I would imagine going in to buy like a Louis Vuitton bag or like a Chanel bag or something. Experience is like, that's kind of like the experience I feel like I got. It was really nice and I felt very special. But as I mentioned, I'm still, you know, testing whether or not the product itself is good, which is also the main thing. I'm just gonna quickly go off camera and do brows and we'll be right back. All right, so we have brows and I thought I'd quickly share my thoughts on the Fenty Gloss Bomb Sticks. So I got Fenty Glow. So I'll pop this on for the rest of, like while we're finishing the rest of the look. I really love these. They are quite literally the Gloss Bomb lip gloss in a lipstick tube. I really, 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 really like them. I think they're phenomenal. Love it. The Fenty lip liners, I have the shade Peanut Butter, FYI, and I love this shade. I love the first application of this lip liner, but it transfers. Like, I mean, it doesn't stay put. Like, it's so creamy that it migrates out of my lip lines. And so I don't like it because of that. I want my lip liner to stay put, you know what I mean? But I do really like the shade. Let's finish this lower lash line. Sigma E36, and we're going into Leggings, which was that first transition shade. You kind of know the deal. I do nothing too crazy with this lower lash line. MY17, and I'll just go into Haul, which is the dark green. For the inner corner, I'm actually going to take Integrity from Rare Beauty. Talked about in my eyeshadow stick one and done video that this has become like my go-to inner corner kind of product. I really like it. We have got to put Bobbi Brown Jungle liner on my top waterline. And then I'm going to put SWEED Greige on my lower. I am currently testing this Chanel Le Volume de Chanel mascara, and I'm impressed so far. It is like falsies. But I've only used it about 5 times, so stay tuned. But look at that. It's pretty good. I don't have like a new powder bronzer. I mean, I have quite a few new ones. This is still a new one, but you know, like my holy grail's been the Lancome. I've been using it like every day. So I thought I'd whip out the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk bronzing powder today. Give the Lancome a little break. I have the shade 100, by the way. I don't mind this one. I just wish it was probably a little bit more neutral leaning, and then I'd probably really, really like it, but honestly, nothing comes close to the Lancome for me. But I do like it. It is nice. Oh, this is an MY22, by the way. And then, as always, I get my Sonia G Smooth Buffer with no colour. And because, you know, I'm always heavy-handed with the bronzer, I just smooth everything out. Just gets rid of any of those harsh lines as well. Nice. I like that. I also don't have a new highlighter, and I'm still on the mission to finish my Crystal Nebula from Lisa Aldridge. So that's what we're going to use. And I just take it with my sponge. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm actually not going to set that one with a powder today. I just want to keep it a bit softer. Now for cream blush, I did just pick up the 2 new, well, there's more than 2, but I picked up 2 of the new cream to powder Chanel blushes, but I just did a full review of these, or a review of these on my channel. So check that out if you want to see those in action. But for today, I wanted to show you guys the Hourglass Unreal Liquid Blush. I got the shade Scene. I really like the bottle. It's super cute. It's like the Danessa Myricks matte water serum component, where it has like, you just push this little bit at the top here. Let me get it to focus. So you drop it and then it just pops out a drop. So yeah, I love it. And this shade is gorgeous. I used it for the first time the other day and I really liked it. And I know a couple of you guys have said that you don't like them. I quite like them. So I like to apply it with my sponge though, because it just melts the product straight into the skin, and it is a very soft wash of color. So just keep that in mind. It's not like your Rare Beauty kind of liquid blush pigment, but because they just melt so thinly into the skin, that's what I really like about them. Or this shade anyway, I should say. I definitely want more shades. Look at that. Oh, and such a juicy, healthy, like, you know, skincare type vibe to them. I really like them. Very pretty, personally, in my opinion. Very pretty. I also picked up 2 of the new Kosas blushes. They came out in Australia. I got Dreamland and I got Thrill. And I tried these the other day and I didn't love my first time trying them. And then I tried it the other day and it was much better. So, because the first time I tried them, I tried it testing this Too Faced powder, and this applied initially so flawlessly and then very quickly turned absolutely awful. So that's Thrill. Yeah, that's Thrill, that's Dreamland. If you're wondering, you've probably seen these all over the place. So I used Dreamland the other day. I'm actually going to try Thrill today, and I'm going to take it with this Sigma F44 brush and just lightly, and I don't want to bring it too far in here because they are a little bit more sheeny, and so it really enhanced the texture I found, and that's what I didn't love. Yeah. Oh, but Thrill's a nice shade. That is nice. Yeah, I like it much more as long as I don't bring it too far in here, but I'm still looking a little bit textured in there, but that could also be that foundation from Chanel, I think, because it wasn't, and I'm just looking more textured today anyway. That's much better though, towards the outer part, as long as I don't bring it forward. But yeah, I'm not as like, oh my god, these are the best blushes ever, as what everyone else personally seems to be. I think the REM powder blushes are much better. Even these Chanel cream to powders I think are way better, but I also keep in mind like a matte blurring type blush, so I think these just might be a bit too glowy for me. Also testing the REFY setting spray. I don't have fully formed thoughts on it just yet. I usually find I need a couple of months, or at least a month with this, which I'm probably coming up on, but initially, or like my thoughts so far, is that it reminds me of the Benefit Professional. It's like that lightweight type setting spray, and it does melt everything in quite nicely, so not bad. My like pigmentation melasma is like coming through. You know how as it like comes through the skin, it can like kind of look almost like a little bit of a scab type thing. That's what's happening here, and it's driving me nuts. For lips, we are going to take the new Lancome lip liner in the shade Throwing Beige, and it's not a perfect match, but it does fine. I got one of the new NARS lipsticks, the explicit lipsticks. I got the shade Exposed. Packaging is like truly special and stunning. It's like got this raised NARS bit. It has the magnetic clasp, so I love the packaging. And the shade is gorgeous. So that is the shade Throwing Beige, the Lancome lip liner, and then this is Exposed from NARS. And so I'm going to apply the Lancome lip liner. I really like this lip liner. I've worn it 3 days in a row now, and it doesn't migrate, it just stays put. It's not as creamy as the Fenty in a good way, which means it just stays put. I also like this shade. It's quite close to my natural lip color. So this is a much better lip liner than the Fenty in my opinion, just because of the wear time. Kind of reminds me of the Lisa, well, it's funny. It reminds me of the Lisa Eldridge lip sculpts, which she is the creative director of Lancome, so there you go. And then this is Exposed. Isn't that a beautiful shade? I really like this shade. There was another shade, a lighter one, I can't remember the name of it, that I also really liked when I swatched it in store the other day, but I don't need any more lipsticks. But it's very, very pretty. It's a satin lipstick, so what would this remind me of? Give me a second, let me think about it. Oh, actually, you know what formula this kind of reminds me of? The Hermes lipstick formula. That's what this reminds me of. I like the Hermes one more, but like they're same but different, but this is lovely. All right, let me zoom out and we'll wrap this up. All right friends, this is the finished look. What do you guys think? That is just a hopefully good old-fashioned time playing with some new makeup releases that I'm currently testing. Some I told you guys I already know my fully formed thoughts. Others I'm still just like, I'm not sure, I need to test a little bit more. But let me know your thoughts. What do you think of the look? And also if you have any of these products, what do you think of them? I would be really interested in hearing from you guys as well. If you are watching till this point, you know you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. An extra special shout out to my Lily absolute legends and my members. Thank you for supporting my channel, and I just hope you have the most amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye.